Hello students, welcome to the session. This is Neha Gupta, your mathematics educator. And students, today I am going to solve some really important questions of NSTSE. And my dear students, trust me, these all questions are very much important because these all questions are your past year questions. Okay, so let's stay focused on each and every question and try to solve all these questions with me. And my advice to you that after the session, please try to solve all the questions one more time for a better understanding and for a better practice. Okay. Alright. So let me start with the question number 1 for today. So here on the screen, you can see the question. Okay. So in my question, the value of cos theta is given, right? The value of cos theta is 63 by 16. Okay. And here you have to find the value of sin theta and cos theta. Correct? So one thing I know very well that if we have one trigonometric ratio, then I can find out the value of any trigonometric ratio with the help of Pythagoras theorem. Yes. So Pythagoras theorem we always apply on a right angle triangle. So this is your right angle triangle, correct? And the relation between the sides and angles of a triangle in trigonometry we remember as PBP upon HHB, right? So from PBP upon HHB, the value of cot theta is base upon perpendicular, right? That means base, this is 63 and this is 16. So here we have to find out the hypotenuse. So for hypotenuse, what we can do? Yes, we can apply the Pythagoras theorem, which is hypotenuse square is equals to perpendicular square plus base square, right? Hypotenuse we have to find, so this is h square is equals to p square. P means perpendicular, which is 16. 16 square plus base square, that means this is 63 square, right? So 16 square is what? Yes, this is 256. And 63 square is what, student? 63 square means 63 multiplied by 63. So this is 3969, something like that. Okay. So if I add these two numbers, this is nothing but 4225. Correct? So what is the value of hypotenuse? Hypotenuse is square root of 4225 here, which is nothing but equals to 65. So yes, this side is equals to 65. Now we have all the three sides of a right angle triangle. So I can easily find out the value of sin theta and the value of cos theta. And I have to add these two values. Okay. So sin theta is what? Sin theta is perpendicular upon hypotenuse. Perpendicular is 16 and hypotenuse is 65 plus cos theta. Cos theta is base upon hypotenuse. So base is 63 and hypotenuse is 65. Okay. I can take the LCM and I can solve this. So 65 is the LCM. It becomes 16 plus 63. Okay. 6 plus 3 it is 9 and 6 plus 1 it is 7. So 79 over 65. 79 over 65. Yes. Option C is the right answer. Okay. So my dear student, this is how you can solve these type of problems. Yes, they have some calculation, but they are not very much difficult. They are very easy. Okay. Perfect. Let's move to the next question. Next question is quite tricky and quite good. Okay. So the question is sin square 6 plus sin square 12 plus sin square 18 plus sin square 19. So one thing I can see in this series that all the numbers are multiple of 6, right? 6 times 2 is 12, 6 times 3 is 30 or 18 and then next and next and the next, right? Perfect. So what I can do? Alright, so I don't know the value of sin 6 degree, sin 12 degree, sin 18 degree, but yes, I know the value for sin 90 degree, right? Sin 90 degree is nothing but equals to 1, correct? This is equals to 1. So, yes, wait a second. Yeah, okay, perfect. Okay, so yes, I know the value of sin 90 degree, so I think I can make the pair. I can make the pair where addition is equals to 90 degree, right? That means sin 6 degree, sin square 6 degree can make the pair with sin square 84 degree, right? Because 6 plus 84 it is equal to 90, correct? Similarly, the next number sin square 12 degree can make the pair with sine square 78 degree because these two numbers sums to 90 degree. Clear? Similarly, the next, and the next. And the last pair will be sine square 42 degree. Sine square 42 degree can make the pair with sine square 48 degree. Clear? And the last we have sine square 90 degree. That's it. Okay. Alright. So we know about the complementary angles, right? We know about the complementary angles. So this is okay. So let me explain for the first term only and the rest term will be clear. Okay. So sine square 60 degree plus sine square 84 degree. I can write sine square 90 minus 6. Right? 84 is 90 minus 6. So sine 90 minus theta is cos theta. Right? So I can write this sine square 6 degree plus cos square 6 degree. Right? Now we know that sine square theta plus cos square theta, it is equal to 1. Right? So this is equal to 1. Similarly, this pair is equal to 1, this pair is equal to 1. That means all pairs will be equal to 1. Right? And how many pairs we have? Okay, so the first pair is this, second pair is this. So similarly, 8 pairs we are going to have, right? So 1 plus 1 plus 1, 7 pairs and this one. Okay, so 8 is your right answer. Yes, option D will be your correct choice. Perfect. Alright, let me show you the detailed solution for this question. Very nice. Now the next question, okay, this is the next question, and in the next question they are talking about an equilateral triangle. So equilateral triangle is what? Whenever all sides of a triangle is equal, it is called an equilateral triangle, right? So ABC is an equilateral triangle and AP is perpendicular to BC. B lies on BC such that BD of proportion DC is equals to 2:1. If AD is equals to 9 centimeter, then select the measure of AB. Okay. So first of all, we are talking about a triangle, right? So first, let me draw a triangle for you. All right. So let's suppose this is your triangle. Okay. This is a triangle A, B, and C. Okay. All sides are equal because this is an equilateral triangle. And AP is perpendicular on BC. This is your AP and this is perpendicular on AP. That means this angle is equal to 90 degrees. Okay. D lies on BC such that BD ratio DC is 2:1. Okay. So somewhere a point D lies here. A point D lies here. Let's suppose this is your point D. So basically this is in the ratio 2:1. Here. If AB is equals to 9 centimeter, this side is equals to 9 centimeter, then select the measure of AB. So we have to find out the measure of AB, that is the perpendicular. Okay? We have to find out the perpendicular. Clear? Alright. So, first of all, the things that are given in the question. Okay? So the first thing that is given in the question is that BD ratio BC is equals to 2:1. Clear? The second thing that is given is that AP is perpendicular on BC. Clear? So, if AP is perpendicular on BC and BD ratio BC is equal to 3:1, then I can say one thing that 9AD square is equal to 7AB square. This thing you have already proved in your state board books, right? So 9, this is nothing but 9 multiplied by AD square is equals to 7 multiplied by. Now what about AB? AB is given equals to 9, right? So 9 square, that means I can write 9 multiplied by 9, correct? So here AD square is nothing but 7 multiplied by 9 multiplied by 9 divided by 9. So 9 and 9, it will get cancelled out. So here AD is nothing but equal to square root of 7 multiplied by 9. So this I can write 3 root 7 centimeter. Yes, B is the correct choice. So students, if you know the relation, which relation? This relation, that 9AD square is equal to 7AD square, then you can easily solve this question in only a single step, right? And you know that in the competitive exam, you have number of questions, okay, more number of questions and less time. So just try to learn all these type of relations so that you can solve the questions very easily. Okay. All right. Now the next question on the screen. Here is the next question. Next question is quite good. Okay. So in the next question, basically they are saying that cos square 45 plus theta plus cos square 45 minus theta uh, upon tan 60 plus theta into tan 30 minus theta. Okay. So some addition and some subtraction is given, right? This is cos square theta plus cos square theta is given, and this is tan theta and tan theta is given. Okay. All right. So let me show you the solution because this question is quite interesting. Okay. So as we know, students, that sin square theta plus cos square theta it is equals to 1. Okay. But here we cannot find any sin theta. So what can I do in this condition? Yes, I can make the sin theta. How? I can write it sin square 90 minus 45 plus theta. Right? I can write it like this 90 minus 45 plus theta, and this I can write cos square 45 minus theta. Similar, place it as it is. That's it. 45 minus theta. Similarly, in the denominator, I can make it tan 90 minus 60 plus theta, right? And I can write it similarly tan 30 minus theta. Okay, you know the concept of complementary angle, so you can do it very easily, right? So this is what now sin square 90 minus 45 minus theta, right? So this becomes sin square 90 minus 45 is 45, and this becomes minus theta, and this is cos square 45 minus theta, and in the denominator we have this is tan 90 minus 60 it is 30, and this becomes minus theta when we open the bracket, and this is tan. Wait a second. This becomes cot now, right? We are using the complementary angles. So it becomes cot now. Okay, this is cot 30 minus theta. And this is tan 30 minus theta. Correct? So now in the numerator, we have sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is equals to 1. Right? And tan theta and cot theta, these two angles are opposite to each other. That means they will cancel out each other. So it again becomes 1. So 1 by 1, this is 1. 1 is your right answer. Option B. That's it. The question is done, right? Recall the formulas of complementary angles and you can solve your question very easily. Alright, let's move to the next one. The next question is quite good because this question is from mensuration, right? So if this question is from mensuration, that means this question will have some calculation, correct? Okay. So here the question is that in the figure, O is the center of the circle. O is the center of the circle. This one. Okay. Wait, let me show you. Yes. So O, that means this is the center of the circle. With AC, the side AC is 28 centimeter. Okay, let me write the measurement of sides. This is 28 centimeter. Okay. AB, this is 21 centimeter. Alright. And angle BOD, this we can say that is 90-degree angle. Then choose the area of the shaded region. Alright. So here we have to find the area of the shaded region. Here. Alright. Perfect. So, my dear students, can I say one thing that if this BC passes through the center of the circle, then yes, BC is the diameter of the circle, right? BC passes through the center of the circle, so this is the diameter of the circle, and from diameter, I'm creating this angle, so this angle is also equal to 90 degree, correct? Angle BAC is also equal to 90 degree, and if angle BAC is 90 degree, that means what? That means this is a right angle triangle, so I can easily find out the area of the right angle triangle, correct? So the area of the right angle triangle is half of base into height. So base is 28 and height is 21, right? So this is the area of the triangle ABC, right? So I can cancel out this. 14 times, right? Now this is 14 multiplied by 21. So 14 multiplied by 21, this is I think 294. 294, correct? So the area of the triangle ABC is 294, correct? Now we have to find out the area of this region also, right? The DOC, correct? Now students, the DOC is what? DOC is nothing but the quarter part of the circle, right? So the quarter part of the circle, the area will be 1 by 4 pi r square, right? But for this, first I need the radius. Okay, so radius, how can I find out? Okay, so angle ABC is right angle triangle. That means BC is the hypotenuse, right? So here I can put the Pythagoras theorem. So BC square is equals to AB square plus AC square, right? So BC square, this I have to find. AB is what? This is 21, so this is 21 square and this is 28 square, right? So this is 784 and this is 441, okay? 21 square is 441 and 28 square is 784. Now this is 535. That means this is square root of 535. Clear? Nice? Okay. That means this is 35, I think, right? I think this is 35. So 35 multiplied by 35. Let me check this. All right. And this is, all right. So 5 and this is, oh, okay. All right. Let me check this again. Or this is not 535. This is 4 plus 1. This is 5. This is 1225. Yes, this is 1225. So this is 35. Okay. So yes, this is 35. Alright. So the diameter is 35. This means what? If the diameter is 35, that means radius is 35 by 2. Now 35 is not divisible with 2. So I am just writing it 35 by 2 only. Okay. This radius is 35 by 2. 35 by 2. Okay. Alright. Now I can easily find out the areas. Okay. So first I need this quarter area. This quarter area is 1 upon 4 pi r square. That means 1 upon 4 pi is what? This is 22 by 7. Right. And this is 35 by 2 multiplied by 35 by 2 because I have to do the square. So I'm just writing it 2 times. That's it. Okay. Alright. So now this is a simple calculation. I can do this. Okay. So 2 times and this is 11 times. Okay. And nothing is... okay, nothing I can simplify here. Alright, okay. Alright, so this is how you can find out the area of this quarter region. Now I have the area of this triangle and now I have the area of this quarter region. Okay, so what can I do? I can just subtract these two areas from the total area of the circle. Right? The total of the area of the circle is pi r square. That means 22 by 7, the value of pi, multiplied by r. R is what? This is 35 by 2. So 35 by 2 whole square. Right? So here you have to do the simple calculation and then you will get the answer as option A. Okay? Simple calculation is there, nothing else. Alright, now let's move to the next question. So my dear students, here is the next question. Okay, so in the next question, first I need a hollow cone. Okay, so first I have to draw a cone, then only I can solve this question. So okay, no problem. This is the cone. Cone is very simple to construct. So yes, this is my required cone. Now a hollow cone is cut by a plane parallel to the base and the upper portion is removed. Okay, so here we have to cut it like this. Okay, that means the upper portion and the lower portion. There should be two portions. If the curved surface area of the remainder is 8 by 9 of the curved surface area of the whole, then find the ratio of the line segment into which the whole altitude is divided by the plane. Alright, so first let me draw the cone completely. Okay, This is the diameter of the lower circle and this is the diameter of the upper circle. Okay, I am cutting the cone along with CD. Along with CD. Okay, let's suppose this is AB and this is CD. I am cutting the cone along with CD. Okay, AB, this is the diameter of the lower circle. CD, this is the diameter of the upper circle. Okay, and let's suppose this point is O and here I have to give the name of these two points also. So let's suppose this is E and this is F. Let me do this. Let's suppose this is E and this is F. Alright. Okay, this is my cone. Now I think I can do my calculations, right? So let's suppose OE is equals to H. OE is equals to H unit. Okay, and what about OF? Let's suppose this is capital H because this is bigger. Okay, alright. Similarly, OD. Okay, OD, this part. Let's suppose this is small n. And OB, the bigger part, let's suppose this is capital N. Similarly, ED. ED, the radius of the smaller circle. This should be, this, let's suppose this is small r. And FD, let's suppose this is capital R. Okay, because these type of questions I can solve with the help of similarity of triangle. Right? So here we can see that triangle OED and triangle OFD, these two triangles are similar to each other. Right? So I can solve this question with the help of similarity of triangle. Clear? So in triangle OED and triangle OFD. Okay, so if I look at these two triangles, then I can see that triangle EOD, sorry, this is EOD, it is equals to angle FOB, right? Angle EOD is equals to angle FOB because these two triangles are common in both, right? These two triangles are common in both the triangles, right? Okay, alright. Now, two triangles are 90 degrees, right? So, triangle OED, this OED and triangle OFB, angle OFB. These two angles are equal to 90 degrees, right? So if two angles are equal in the two different triangles, then I can say that yes, by angle similarity, these two triangles are similar to each other, right? These two triangles are now similar to each other. Clear? So if these two triangles are similar, okay, so now this thing is clear that these two triangles are similar to each other, right? Okay, now I'm erasing this part because this is not required anymore. I prove that yes, these two triangles are similar to each other. Now, if these two triangles are similar to each other, then we can say that OE upon OF is equals to OD upon OB is equals to ED upon FD, right? And the different sides are given. The sides and I assume, right? OE is H. So H over capital H is equals to small l over capital L is equals to small r over capital R, right? This is now proved. Clear? So let's suppose this is your equation number 1. Right? Equation number 1 is small h over capital H is equals to small l over capital L is equals to small r over capital R. Correct? Now, curved surface area of the frustum CABD. CABD is your frustum, right? And it is given equal to 8 by 9 of the curved surface area of the cone OAB. Right? This is given in the question. So you can mark it as equation number 2. Clear? Because the curved surface area of the cone OCD is equal and the curved surface area of the cone OCD is equal to the curved surface area of the cone OAB, the complete and minus the area of the frustum CABD. Correct? I can say that. That means this is nothing but 8 by 9. Okay, let me show this to you. Let me erase these all things and let me show you this all. Okay, so by Thales theorem I can say that these two are similar to each other. So here I'm writing just this thing. Okay, so This I can say that this is nothing but equals to 8 by 9 curved surface area of the cone OAB, right? So I can just put the value of this, right? The value of curved surface area of the frustum, right? Minus the curved surface area of the cone OAB by using equation number 2. Here. Now 8 by 9 minus 1. 8 by 9 minus 1, it is what? 9, this is 8, this is minus 9, so this is minus 1 by 9. Clear? So area is never negative. So this I can write 1 upon 9 per surface area of the cone OA. Clear? And this is pi RL is equals to pi R capital L, right? As I assume the values, right? So it becomes capital R upon small r multiplied by capital L upon small l is equals to 1 by 9. Because pi and pi, it will get cancelled out here, and this ratio is equals to 1 upon 9. Here. Now, these two values, I can write capital H, small h over capital H and small h over capital H, right? So this is 1 by 9. That means this is nothing but small h over capital H whole square is equal to 1 by 9. So I can write it that small h over capital H is equal to 1 by using the equation number here. And if I do the cross multiplication here, okay, let me erase this all. So if I do the cross multiplication, then I can write that capital H is equals to 3H, right? Just mark it as equation number here. Now what about EF? Okay, what about EF? EF is what? EF is nothing but OF minus OB, right? OF minus OB. Now OF is what? OF is the bigger one. So this is capital H and this is small h. That means this is nothing but capital H minus small h. Capital H of I can write is equals to 3H. So 3H minus H, that means this is 2H. Here, that means OE over EF. OE over EF is nothing but small h over 2H. That means this is 1 by 2 because now I can see that this is equal to 2H. So this is equal to 1 by 2. That means the ratio is nothing but 1 ratio 2. That's it. Okay. Yes, this question has some concept, but just try to solve this question one more time after the session and you will be able to solve the question. Okay. Perfect. Now the next one. Alright, this is the next question. So the next question says that if 0.878787 is expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are co-prime numbers, then what are the prime factors of Q? So I think this question is very easy. Okay, this question belongs to chapter number 1. So just try to solve it. I think this I can write x is equals to 0.878787, right? This process you follow, then two digits are repeating. So I can multiply it with 100. It becomes 87.878787. This is your equation number 1. This is your equation number 2. So now you just subtract equation number 2 from equation number. You just subtract equation number 1 from equation number 2. So it becomes 100. Okay, so it becomes 100 x minus x, that means this is 99x, and this becomes 87. So x is nothing but equals to 87 over 99. Okay, if I simplify this, I can simplify it with 3. So it becomes 29 over 33. Okay, this is nothing but P by Q. The question is asking for the factors of Q. So Q is 33, which I can write 3 multiplied by 11. So 3 and 11, yes, option C is the right answer. Okay, perfect. Okay, some questions are time taking and some questions we can solve in a very short time. Okay, so as we can see that the previous question, yes, that question will take some time in the exam, but yes, this question can cover that time. Okay, perfect. Now let's move to the next question. This question saying that choose the zeros of this. Okay, so we have to find the zeros of a cubic equation. Okay, so basically for the quadratic equation you can use middle term splitting method, right? But here you can't use the middle term splitting method. So what we have to do, first we have to find one zero, okay, and then we can use the middle term splitting method or any other method I can use. Okay, so let's suppose this equation is fx. So f of x is equals to x cube minus 9x square minus 69x plus 5. Okay, so what I have to do here, I have to choose the zeros of this equation. Okay, so first let me put some values for which this equation can be equals to 0. Okay, so if I put x is equals to 1, it becomes 1 cube minus 9 into 1 square, which is only 9. 69 into 1, which is 69 plus 5. I think this is not equals to 0, right? Okay, then let me put x is equals to minus 5. Okay, because this equation has some big numbers, right? 69, right? So I have to put a big number here. Correct. So let me put f of minus 5. Okay, so it's become minus 5 whole cube. Minus 9 into minus 5 whole square. Minus 69 into minus 5 plus 5. That's it. Okay, so this is minus 125. This is minus becomes plus. So 25 multiplied by 9. This is 225. Minus it becomes plus 345 and this is plus 5. So yes, this is equals to 0. So I can say that at x is equals to minus 5, the equation becomes 0. So x plus 5 is a factor of the equation fx. Correct? The one factor is x is equals to minus 5. Okay, that means x plus 5 is the factor. So if x plus 5 is the factor of the given equation, that means if I divide the equation with x plus 5, the equation have to become 0, right? The remainder should be equals to 0. Okay, so let me do this. Let me divide the equation with x plus 5. Okay, so it becomes x plus 5 divided by x cube minus 9x square minus 69x plus 5. Okay, so first I can take x square, right? X square, so it becomes x into x square, x cube plus 5x square. Okay, so it becomes minus, this becomes minus. It becomes cos and 9 and 5. This is minus 14x square. Now the remaining terms I can write as it is. Okay, I'm just dividing the equations, right? Then I can take minus 14x, right? So it becomes minus 14x square and minus and plus becomes minus and this is 14 multiplied by 5. So this is 14 multiplied by 5, that means this is what? 70. So this is 70x with a negative sign. So it becomes plus and it becomes plus. It crossed and this is x plus 5. Okay, now I can take plus 1. So this becomes x plus 5 minus and minus cross and the remainder is 0. Okay, that means now the required equation is x square minus 14x plus 1. Now I have to find out the factors for this equation. Okay, so the quadratic equation. So one factor is x plus 5. Now I can factorize x square minus 14x plus 1, which is a quadratic equation, and I can find out the remaining two factors. Here. Alright, let me erase this. Okay. Now my equation is x square minus 14x plus 1. Okay. I can't do the directly middle term splitting. Okay. Middle term splitting I can't do here, right? Because there is no number with which I can find that when we multiply it should be 1 and when we add or subtract it should be minus 4. So I think I should use the quadratic formula, right? I should use quadratic formula. The quadratic formula is minus b plus minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a, right? Where a, b, c are nothing but the coefficients of x is x square, x and the constant number, right? So now I can put the value, this becomes minus and minus plus 14 plus minus b square, that means 14 square, right? Minus 4 into a is 1 and c is again 1 upon 2 into this is 1, right? So from here, with the simple calculation, I can find out the remaining two factors, right? Okay, let me show you the complete solution. So here students, as you can see, x plus 5 is a factor of equation. Then I can find out the equation and with the help of quadratic equation, I can easily find out the remaining two factors. Perfect. So after this, you have only a simple calculation. That's it. Alright, let's move to the next question. So here is the next question, my dear students. The next question is quite simple. Okay, finally we get a simple question. So the question is that choose the 10th term of this progression. Okay, so starting three terms are given and we have to find the 10th term, right? So the first term, that means a, it is equals to 3 root 2, right? Square root of 18, I can write 3 root 2, right? Square root of 18, I can write 9 multiplied by 2, right? So 9, square root of 9 is 3 and this is only 2, correct? Similarly, the next term, this I can say a1 and this I can say a2. a2 is square root of 32 and a3 it is equals to square root of 50. Okay, so 32, what I can write, okay, let me factorize this. So this is 2, uh, this is 16, okay, and this is again 2, and this is 8, this is again 2, this is 4, this is again 2, this is 2, this is 2, and this is 1. Okay, so how many pairs? 2 pairs are there, so I can write 4 root 2 here. And 50, 50 what I can write? 50, so 2 and 25, and then 5, 5, 5, and then 1. So this I can write 5 root 2. So this is 3 root 2, 4 root 2, 5 root 2. Okay, that means the common difference b is nothing but equals to square root of here. Here I have to find 10th term. That means a10. So a10 is a plus 90. Okay, an is equals to a plus n minus 1 into. So a, that means the first term is 3 root 2 plus 9 into d is root 2. Yeah, this is 3 root 2 plus 9 root 2, right? 3 root 2 plus 9 root 2 is equals to 12 root 2. Okay, so 12 root 2, 12 I can write what? Okay, 12 I can write 144 under the square root, right? 144, because here I can see that every number is under the square root, right? So I can write it 144 multiplied by 2, that means this is square root of 288. 288, now I can see the answer. Clear? Alright, this question is quite simple, right? So these type of questions can save some time for you in the exam. Okay. Now the next question, my dear student, the next question is that linear equation 3x plus 4y is equals to 5 and 0.06x plus 0.08y plus 0.1 is equals to 0 have exactly one solution, exactly two solutions, no more than two solutions or no solution. Okay, so for this what I have to do, I have to find out the value of a1 by a2, b1 by b2 and c1 by c2, and then only I can check. Okay, so first of all, this equation is in the fundamental form, but this equation I can write 3x plus 4 by minus 5 is equals to 0 in the fundamental form. Okay, so a1 is 3, a2 is 0.06, and b1 is 4, and this is 0.08. Correct? And this is minus 5, and this is 0.1. Okay, so one thing I can see that C1 by C2 is not equal, right? C1 by C2 is not equal. Okay, so C1 by C2 is not equal, and this I can write 0, 0, and this I can write 0 and 0, right? So this is 50, and this when all right. Okay. And this one I can write 50. Okay, so these two are equal to each other. So I can say that these two lines are parallel to each other. Okay, if a1 by a2 is equals to b1 by b2, it is not equal to c1 by c2. That means these two lines are parallel to each other. And if these two lines are parallel to each other, that means there is no solution. Okay, because they will never intersect with each other. Correct? Perfect. Now let's move to the next question. So in the next question, first of all, we have diagram and we have to find the length of a side. Okay. That means so many concepts I'm going to use here. Alright, this question is also very nice and very interesting. Let me solve this. In the given figure, triangle ABC, okay, one triangle ABC is a right angle triangle and right angle is at B, okay, as shown in the figure. DEFG is a square, DEFG, this is a square, AD is 18 centimeter, this is given, and CE is 32 centimeter. Then what is DE? Okay, we have to find this side, alright, we have to find this side, perfect. Okay, so basically the side AC is nothing but the hypotenuse of the triangle ABC. correct? So we have to find the hypotenuse, but to find the hypotenuse, we don't have anything here, first of all. Okay, that means we have to apply some concept, and then I think we can find out the value of b. Maybe, might be possible. Let's start. Okay, so first of all, I can see that triangle ADG and triangle ABC. Okay, triangle ABG and triangle ABC. Okay, so these two triangles, for these two triangles, what I can say? Actually, these two triangles are right angle triangles, correct? These two triangles are right angle triangles, right? So if these two triangles are right angle triangles, then I can say that these two triangles are similar to each other, correct? If these two triangles are right angle triangles, that means these two triangles are, yes, that means these two triangles are similar to each other. Okay. So if these two triangles are similar to each other, then I can put the concept of the similarity here, right? Okay. So let me put the concept of similarity here. So I can say that ADG, okay, that means AD over AD, it is equals to DG, okay, DG over DC is equals to AG over AC. Correct? Okay. Now some measurements are given. AD is given. It is 18. Okay. AB is not given. And DG is also not given. DC is also not given. So I'm not putting it here. These two numbers. And AG is not given. Okay. And AC is also not given. AC is also not given here. Okay. But one term is given that I write here. Okay. So, all right. Correct. Perfect. Okay. But let me show you one thing here. Okay. So AD is equals to 18 and AB is not given. DG. Right. So now this is the side DG. Okay. And this is the side BC. This is the side BC. Where is BC? Yeah. This is the side BC. Yeah. Okay. So DG, I can say that DG is basically equals to BE. Why? Because this is the square. Okay. And all the sides of a square is equal. So DG I can write D. Right? This I can write DE over DC. Here. This is your equation number 1. Yeah. Alright. This thing is clear. Now with the second, I can say that triangle CEF. Triangle CEF. Right? Triangle CEF is similar to triangle CBA. Right? CEF is similar to triangle CBA. How? Because angle similarity. Right? With the help of angle similarity. Angle CEF is similar to triangle CBA with the help of angle similarity. Okay. This is CEF. Okay. This is the right angle triangle and this is CBA. This is also the right angle triangle. So two right angle triangle are always similar to each other. Clear? So here I can also write that CE over CB is equals to EF over BA is equals to CF over CA. Here, this I can write again. Now CE is what? CE is 32. Okay, it is given. And CB is not given here, right? Okay. Now what about EF? EF is again equals to DE, right? I can write it equals to DE. And BA is also not given. Okay, so this I can write as equation number 2. Okay, now I can multiply both the equations, the equation number 1 and the equation number 2. Okay, so when we multiply these two equations, it becomes DE square because AB and AB similar, right? BC and BC similar, so they will get cancelled out. Okay, that means simple calculation is now there and then you will get your answer. When you multiply these two equations, it becomes this, right? AB and AB will get cancelled out, BC and BC will get cancelled out. So DE square is 576. Yes, this is 24. So yes, option B is the right answer. Okay, so whenever you see such type of question where so many right angle triangles are there, just apply the concept of Just apply the concept of, yes, similarity. Okay, let's move to the next question. This question is quite easy. If D, E, and F are the midpoints of AB, BC, and CA respectively of a triangle, then what is the centroid of the circle? So I think this question is quite easy. To find the centroid of the circle, you can directly write x1 plus x2 plus x3 by 3, y1 plus y2 plus y3 by 3. Right? Add all the x coordinates divided by 3, add all the y coordinates divided by 3. Okay? So x coordinates are given. Okay? These are midpoints, but you can apply this thing with the midpoints also. Okay? So 5 minus 5 plus 6. Okay, simple calculation is there and 2 comma 2. This is the answer. Okay, this question is quite simple. Now just move to the a little bit conceptual question. Okay, so here the question is that in the figure, if AB is the chord, AB is the chord of the circle, and PA is the tangent of the circle, and angle angle PAB, that means this angle, this is given equals to 70 degree. Okay, this is given equals to 70 degree. Then choose the measure of angle BCA. BCA, that means you have to find this angle. Okay. Alright, so when you have so many angles, the question becomes quite tricky. Okay, alright. So, as we know, student, that one tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Right? Tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Clear? So, here we can say that angle OAB plus angle B, it's BAP, it is equals to 90. Right? Angle, let's suppose this is the center of the circle. Okay, so OAB plus angle BAP, it is always equals to 90 degree because tangent is always perpendicular to the radius. Okay, here this is not given, so I draw it. Okay, and the name of the center of the circle is 4. Here. Now, BAP is given equals to BAP. This is given equals to 70 degree, right? So, I can say that angle OAB, it is 90 minus 70, which is equals to 20, right? Angle OAB is equals to 20. Here. Now, this angle is equals to 20 degree. Okay. Now, let's focus to angle ABC. Oh, sorry. Now, let's focus to the triangle. Okay. Triangle OAB. Okay, OAB, this triangle. Okay, this triangle which I constructed. Let's focus on this triangle OAB. Okay, so in OAB, as we can see, my dear student, that if this angle is 20 degree, this angle is also 20 degree. Okay, because if the lines are equal, the opposite angles will be equal. Okay, OA is the radius, OB is the radius, both sides are equal, so the opposite angle should always be equal. Okay, so in this case, what about angle AOB? Okay, this becomes 180 minus 20 minus 20 because the sum of all the angles of a triangle is always equal to 180. Here, so that means 180 minus 40. That means this is 140 degree. Here, the angle AOB, it is equal to 140 degree. Here. Alright, now we have the angle AOB with us. Yeah. Alright, perfect. So one angle is there. Now, let me draw one more. Okay. So let me draw a point D on the circumference of the circle, and I can join the point D with the point A and point B here. Right? So again angle ADB. Okay, again angle ADB I can find out. Right? So here, what about angle ADB? Okay, I join a point B with the point A and point B, and B is on the circumference of the circle. Right? So angle ADB is nothing but the half of the half of angle AOB. Right? This is basically the chord of the circle, right? And one angle I am drawing on the center, and one angle I am drawing on the circumference of the circle. Okay, so obviously the angle which I am drawing on the circumference of the circle is half of the angle which is on the center, right? So angle ADB is 7. Here, now I have two angles with you. Okay, so now I can see that there is a cyclic quadrilateral which is ADBC, right? ADBC is a cyclic quadrilateral, and in the cyclic quadrilateral, the two opposite angles are always equal to 180 degrees. Here, they are always equal to 180 degrees. So I can say that angle BAC is nothing but 180 minus 70, right? That means this is 110. So yes, B is the right answer. Okay, so I solved this question with the help of cyclic quadrilateral. Okay, first I construct the cyclic quadrilateral and then only I can solve the question. Very easy. Okay, perfect. Now let's move to the next question. So my dear students, here is the next question. Four identical semicircles are drawn. Okay, so four identical semicircles I can see on the screen are drawn inside a big square. Okay, so there is a big square and four identical semicircles are there. Each side of the big square is 14 centimeter. This side is 14 centimeter and every side is equal to 14 centimeter. We have to use the value of pi is equal to 22 by 7, and here we have to find out the area of the shaded portion. Yeah, alright. So the one thing that is given is the side of the square, right? So if the side of the square is given, then I can find out the area of the square, right? So the area of the square, it is equal to side square, right? That means this is 14 square. Here, that means 196. Okay. Now, but I don't need the area of the square. I just need the area of this portion. Okay. So, can I find out the area of this portion? Let me draw. Can I find out the area of this portion? I think yes, because this is just 1 by 4 of the complete square, right? This is just 1 by 4 of the complete square. That means the area of this portion is nothing but 1 by 4 of the total area of the square. Correct? Right? So this is, I can say, this side, this side, this side. Okay. So this is 1 by 4 of 196, which is equals to 49. Okay. The area of this portion, it is equals to 49. Correct? But here I don't need this also. I just need the area of the shaded portion. Right? Okay. So how can I find out the area of the shaded portion? Okay. So let me show you one diagram for this, okay, so that it can be clear to you very much. Okay, all right. Okay, so just look at this diagram very carefully. Okay, as we can see that this is what? This is a half circle, right? This is a half circle. Clear? And we know that the area of a circle is pi r square. So the area of our half circle is pi r square by 2. Clear? But I need only this portion. I need only this portion in the complete square. Right? So first of all, what is the radius of the square? The radius of the square is nothing but the complete is 40. So the half is 7. So the radius of the circle is 7 centimeter. Clear? Now, what is the area of the 1 by 4 part of a circle? This is nothing but 1 by 4 pi r square. Okay, that means 1 by 4, pi is 22 by 7 and radius is 7. So this is nothing but 38.5 centimeter square. Clear? Now, the area of this portion, that means the right angle triangle. Okay, this is the area of this right angle triangle is base into height, right? That means 7 into 7. Okay, 7 into 7. This I am talking about this. Okay, let me draw this. Here I am talking about this triangle, right? So this is half This is base and this is height. So base and height both are 7, 7. Okay. So this is 7, 7. This is 24.5 centimeters square. Clear? Now I need what? I need the area of this portion. Okay. So this is what? Just subtract these two parts and this becomes 14 centimeters square. Okay. I just subtract this whole from this. Okay. And it becomes 14 centimeters. That means now I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 such parts. Okay. So this is 14 multiplied by 8. That means this is 112 centimeters square. That's it. This is your answer. Clear? I think it is clear to all of you. Alright. Now let's move to the next question. Here is the next question. The next question also belongs to the mensuration. Okay, and mensuration questions from mensuration, they will take some time to solve. Okay, so just save some time for the questions of mensuration. Okay, now here is the next question. A right angle triangle ABC. Okay, so there is a right angle triangle ABC. The side BD. The side BD. Where is the side BD? Okay, this is equal to, okay, this is angle. Okay, this is angle. Angle B, it is equal to 90 degree. That means this is a right angle. This is a right angle. It is rotated about BC. It is rotated about BC. BC is equal to 16 centimeter and AC is equal to 20 centimeter. Find the volume of the right circular cone traced by out the triangle. So what we have to find out? We have to find out the volume. Okay. So volume is what? Volume is 1 upon 3 pi r square h. Right. This is the formula to find out the volume. So first I need the radius. Okay. So first I need the radius. Okay. So here the h is equal to 16. L is equal to 20. Okay, so the radius will be equal to square root of L square minus H square. Right? That means 20 square minus 16 square under the square root. Correct? So 20 square is 400. Okay, and 16 square is 16 square is 256. Right? So this is 12. Okay. So this side is 12. Perfect. Now I have all the things. So just try to find out the value. 22 by 7. Radius it is 12. So this is 12 square. And height this is 16. So yes, this is 16. Okay. Now I can solve the calculations. Okay. Simple calculations there only. Okay, calculation will take some time. Okay, so just try to save some time for the calculation in your exam always. Okay. All right. Now the next question. Here is the next question. What is the image of the point -3, -5 with respect to y-axis? I think this question is quite simple. These are your coordinates, and -3, -5. This point will lie in this coordinate, right? -3, -5, and they are asking for the image with respect to y-axis. So this is your y-axis. So image will appear here, right? 3, 5. Now in this portion, the x will be positive and the y will be negative. So it will be 3, -5. 3, -5. Correct? So these type of questions, as I told you, they can save some time for you. Okay. All right. Now the next question. Here is the next one. Choose the least number of square tiles required to pave the floor of a rectangular room 19.27 meter long and 17.63 meters broad. Okay, so what we have to find out here? We have to find the least number of square tiles required. This we have to find out. Okay, so whenever we talk about the least number, I always think about the highest common factor, right? Okay, so first of all, the values which are given, they are in the decimal. Okay, and with the decimal, it is very much difficult to find out the highest common factor. So one thing I can do first, I can just convert it into a centimeter. Okay, so they become 1927 centimeter and 1763 centimeter. Clear? Now I can easily find out the highest common factor. Okay, so the highest common factor, I can use the long division method, right? So 1763. First, I can divide it with 1927. So 1 time This is 1763. Okay, now I can subtract the numbers. So it becomes 4, this becomes 6 and this becomes 1. Again 1763. This is the process. Okay, so I can divide it one time 164, or I can do it 10 times. Okay, just 10 times. Do it 10 times. Okay, this becomes 123. This is 164, and one time this is 123. The remainder is 41, and then 123. Now I can divide it completely 3 times. So this is 123. Remainder is 0. So yes, this is the highest common factor. Okay, the highest common factor is 41. The highest common factor of these two numbers is 41. Clear? Now I can easily find out the least number of times in this question. Okay. Okay, let me do this. Okay, let me represent it as simple calculation. Okay. So highest common factor, as you can see, this is 47. This is 41. Right? So the least number of times will be what? Just divide the number with 41 and 41. Okay, just divide this number with 41, just divide this number with 41 and multiply this. So it is 2021. Option C is right answer. Perfect. Alright, let's move to the next one. This is the next question. Here the next question says that choose the value of k such that polynomial x square minus x k plus 4 plus 2 into 2k plus 1 has sum of its 0 equal to half of their product. Okay. So first of all, the concept or the relation that is given in the question is that the sum of its zeros. So let's suppose alpha and beta, these two are the zeros of the given polynomial. Okay, so the sum of the zeros is equals to half of the product. That means half of alpha into beta. Here, all right. So alpha plus beta, that means the sum of the zeros is nothing but minus b by a, right? So minus b, that means this is already in minus. So it is minus k plus 4. Okay, and a, that means the coefficient of x square, it is 1. Now this is half multiplied by alpha into beta. So alpha into beta is sum of multiplication of zeros. This is c by a. So c is 2 into 2k plus 1 by, it is again 1. Okay, alright, so it becomes plus. So this is k plus 4 is equals to 2 and 2 will get cancelled out. This is 2k plus 1. So k is nothing but equals to 3. Yes, option A is your right answer. Clear? Okay. Now let me show you the next question. Alright, so here is the next question. 1 plus sine square theta is equal to 3 sine theta cos theta. That is again a question from the trigonometry. So basically in your exam you can see 2 or 3 questions at least from the trigonometry. Okay. Alright, let me solve this question for you. Alright, so this is 1 plus sine square theta is equals to 3 sine theta cos theta. Here we have to choose the value of theta. Okay, so to find the value of theta, one relation is given, which is 1 plus sine square theta is equals to 3 sine theta cos theta. Correct? So what I can do in this question, I think first I can do one thing. I can just convert the 1 into the sine and cos term, because every term is given in the form of sine and cos except 1. So 1 I can write here sine square theta plus cos square theta. Right? 1 I can write sine square theta plus cos square theta, and the next term it is again sine square theta. And this I can write as it is, or I can do one thing, I can just shift this term to the LHS. Okay, let me subtract this. Okay, let me remove this, and yes, I can write it minus 3 sine theta cos theta is equal to 0. That's it. Okay, alright. Now sine square theta plus sine square theta, I can write 2 sine square theta. 2 sine square theta minus. Okay, so this is cos square theta. This is cos square theta minus this is 3 sine theta, and cos theta it is equals to 0. Clear? Alright. So now here what I can do, I can do one thing. This is 2 sin square theta and this is minus cos square theta. So minus cos square theta, can I write, okay, this I can write 2 sin square theta. Okay, this is sin square theta plus cos square theta. So sin square theta plus sin square theta, so 2 sin square theta, and this is plus cos square theta. Okay, alright. So now here, my dear students, can I write minus 3 sin theta cos theta to minus 2 sin theta cos theta minus sin theta cos theta. I can do that, right? So this I can write minus 2 sin theta cos theta minus sin theta and cos theta, right? And plus cos square theta I can write as it is. Clear? Now, from the first two terms, I can take 2 sin theta as common. 2 sin theta I can take common. Now, it remains sin theta minus cos theta. Here, similarly, what I can do in this part, I can take minus cos theta as common. So, it becomes sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0, right? Now, from the complete equation, I can take sin theta minus cos theta as common. Okay, the next two terms will be 2 sin theta minus cos theta. Here, this is clear till yet? Okay, now we have two factors for this equation, right? The first factor is sin theta minus cos theta. The next factor is 2 sin theta minus cos theta. Clear? So from the first two equations, I can say sin theta is equal to cos theta, right? Sin theta is equal to cos theta, or I can say sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. Sin theta minus cos theta is equal to 0. Okay, so sin theta is equal to cos theta, or cos theta I can write sin 90 minus theta. Clear? So when I compare these two equations, it becomes theta is equal to 90 minus theta. That means theta plus theta, 2 theta is equal to 90. That means theta is equal to 45 degree. So here the angle is nothing but equal to 45. Okay. So this is how you can convert the complete equation into a quadratic equation. Okay. And then you can do the factors. Okay. So just use the factorization method after that. That's it. Alright. Now the next question. The next question is quite simple. In the arithmetic progression, 18th term is 18. Okay, so 18th term is given. That means A18 is given. A18 I can write A plus 17B. This is given equals to 8. What is the sum of first 35 terms of the same arithmetic progression? Okay, so we have to find out the sum of 35 terms. That means S35. So this I can write Sn is equals to n by 2 into a plus n, right? The first term plus last term, right? Or I can say this is n by 2 into 2a plus n minus 1 into b. Okay, this also I can write. So n by 2, n is 35, right? So this is 35 by 2 into 2 into a plus n minus 1 into d. Okay, this what I can write. So this is 2a plus n is 35. So this becomes 34 multiplied by d. 2 I can take common and it will get cancelled out with this 2, right? So this becomes 35 multiplied by a plus 17d. Now value of a plus 17d, we have 18. So this is 35 multiplied by 18, which is equals to 630. 630, option B is the right answer. Yeah. Perfect. Let me show you the complete detailed summation for this given question. Okay, now let's move to the next one. So the next question is choose the highest common factor of this and this. Okay, here we have to find out the HCF of these two numbers. So to find out the HCF, what I have to do first? First, I have to do the prime factorization of these two. Okay, first I have to do the factorization. Okay, so let me do the factorization for these two equations. So first I am taking the first equation. 18. Okay, so in this equation I can take x square as common. X square I am taking as common. It becomes 6x square plus x minus 5. Okay, now I have a quadratic equation. Okay, so quadratic equation I can solve with the middle term splitting method. So this is 18x square. 6x square. This I can write plus 3x minus 2x plus 1. Okay, now simple calculation is there. 18x square into this I can, here I can take 3x as common. It becomes 2x plus 1. Here I can take minus 1 as common. It becomes 2x. Wait a second. Okay, this is minus 1. 2x plus 1. Okay, so this is 18x square into 2x plus 1 into 3x minus 1. This is the prime factorization for the first equation. These are the factors of the equation number 1. Now let's me proceed with the second equation. Okay, the second equation is 45 into, okay, so here what I can take common, here I can take x to the power 4 as common, right? So let me take the common in this step only. Alright, so the next equation is 45, x to the power 4 I can take common, so it becomes 2x square plus 3x plus 1. Okay, now again a quadratic equation is there, so I can solve it with the help of, yes, middle term splitting method. So it becomes 2x square, 3x I can write plus 2x plus x plus 1 is already there. So 45 x to the power 4, here I can take 2x as common, it becomes x plus 1. Here I can take 1 as common, it again becomes x plus 1. So this I can write 45 x to the power 4 into this I can write x plus 1 into 2x plus 1. Okay, so what is the common? The common portion is x, 2x plus 1, right? The common portion is 2x plus 1. Here we have to find the highest common factor, okay? And one more thing is also there. This is 18. So 18 I can write 9 multiplied by 2. Yeah, and this is 45. This I can write 9 multiplied by 5, okay? So now let me find out the highest common factor of these two. So the highest common factor, as I can see, this is 9x square and this is 2x plus 1. This portion is common. Option A is right answer. Perfect. Very nice. Let me erase this and let me represent the complete solution. Okay. Now the next one. Here is the next question, my dear students. So the next question is nothing but this is that theta belongs from 0 degree to 90 degree. Okay, and cos square theta minus 3 cos theta plus 2 over sin square theta is equals to 1. Then select the measure of theta. Here we have to find out the angle of theta, right? Okay, here we have to find the angle of the measure of angle theta, correct? So one equation is given that cos square theta minus 3 cos theta plus 2. This I can write equals sin square theta. Here I'm just doing the cross multiplication only, that's it. Okay, and the sin square theta, can I write 1 minus cos square theta? I think yes, sin square theta I can write 1 minus cos square theta. Here now if I shift these all terms to the LHS part, minus cos square theta becomes plus cos square theta. So cos square theta plus cos square theta, this is 2 cos square theta. 2 cos square theta minus 3 cos theta plus 2 minus 1 is equals to 0. Clear? So minus 3 cos theta. Okay, as I have told you in the previous question that minus 3 cos theta I can write plus 2 minus 2 cos theta minus cos theta, right? So 2 cos square theta minus 2 cos theta minus cos theta, right? And 2 minus 1, this I can write plus 1. Yeah. Alright, now from the first two terms, I can take 2 cos theta as common. It becomes cos theta minus 1. Minus 1, this becomes cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Okay, now from the complete, I can take cos theta minus 1 as common and it becomes 2 cos theta minus 1 is equal to 0. Yeah, so now I have the two factors, I can make it equal to 0. Okay, the first one is cos theta minus 1 equals to 0. That means cos theta is equals to 1. Okay, so where the value of cos theta is equals to 1? It is on 0 degree. right? That means here the angle is equal to 0 degree. I can get, but the angle should be between 0 to 90 degree. It cannot be equal to 0 or it cannot be equal to 90. It should be between 0 and 90. Here, so I think this I can't take. This we have to reject. So now this I can take. This is cos 2 cos theta is equals to 1. That means cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. So where we have the value of cos theta is equals to 1 by 2. Yes, it is a 60 degree and 60 degree is between 0 and 90. So yes, this is the right answer. Perfect. Alright, let me show you the detailed solution for this question and then I can move to the next question. Alright, so here is the next question. The next question is that sum of two numbers is 1000 and difference between their square is this. Then choose the greater number in the given number. So we have to find the greater number. Which number is greater? Okay. So the first equation is that sum of two numbers. So let's suppose two numbers are x and y and x is greater than to y. Okay, x is greater than to y. X is greater. So x plus y, it is given equals to 1000. This is equation number 1 and the difference of their squares, that means x square minus y square. Here I am trying to find the difference, so I have to take the bigger number. Here I am assuming x is bigger, that's why I am writing it x square minus y square. Okay, this is 2,56,000. This is your equation number 2. Okay, alright. So x square minus y square, I can write x plus y into x minus y, right? X plus y into x minus y, which is equals to 256,000, correct? And x plus y is equals to 1000. So I can write that x minus y is nothing but 256,000 divided by 1000. Okay, so 3 zeros and 3 zeros, this is 256. So the addition of two numbers, it is 1000. The difference between two numbers, it is 256. So I can easily find the value of x. Here they are asking for the bigger number, so I can easily find the value of x. So x plus y, it is equals to 1000. And x minus y, it is equals to 256. So I can just add these two equations. This becomes cancelled. 2x is equals to 1256. So x is what, student? X is just half of it. That means this is 628. Okay. So yes, this number 628 will be greater. You can also find out the value of y. You can put the value of x here and you can easily find out the value of y also. But it is not required here because they are asking for the greater. Okay. Perfect. Now the next question. So the next question is again belongs to the, yes, it is again belongs to the mensuration. The perimeter of the rectangular room is 98 meters and the length of the diagonal is 41 meters. So choose the length. Here we have to find out the length. The perimeter is given and length of diagonal is given. Okay. So let me draw a rectangular field. Okay, this is the rectangular field. So the value of 2 into L plus B, it is given equals to 98. Right. So I can say that L plus B is nothing but 45. Here. And the length of diagonal is also given, right? The length of diagonal is also given. It is equals to 41. It is equals to 41. Yeah. So L plus B we have, right? L plus B we have equals to 49. That means the length plus breadth. But length and breadth, we don't have both of these. Okay. So to find the length and breadth, I can do one thing. I can just square this. I can just do the square of this. So it becomes L square plus B square plus twice of LB because this is A plus B whole square. So I have to use the formula and this is 2401. Yeah. So L square plus B square, L square plus B square, this is 41, right? With the help of Pythagoras theorem, the value of L square plus B square, it is given equals to 41. Yeah. So this is 41 plus 2LB is equals to 2401. Right? So 2LB is equals to, okay, this is 41 square. This is 41 square, right? So this is 2401 minus 41 square is 1681. Yeah. So 2LB, this is equals to 720. That means L into B it is equal to 360. Clear? L into B is 360. Right? Clear? Clear at this till this point? Okay. Now here we have to find two numbers. The multiplication is equal to 360 and the sum it is equal to 49. Right? So I can say 40 and 9. Okay, 40 and 9 it might be possible because 40 plus 9 is 49 and 40 multiplied by 9 is 360. That means the length is equal to 40 and breadth is equal to 9. Yeah. So now we have the length and breadth. We have to find the length. So it can be equal to 40 meters. Okay. I can use the different ones also. Okay. Here I can use the hit and trial method. Right. So first I am taking length is equal to 40. So breadth becomes 9 and it satisfies my both the equation. This is equation number 1. This is equation number 2. Okay. Now I can take length is equal to 39. So breadth becomes 10. Okay, then only the sum will be 49, right? But the sum is not, the multiplication is not 360 in this case. Next, I can take 37. This is also not correct. If I take 35, this is also not right. So I can say option A is your right answer. Okay, so sometimes, okay, so at this moment, we can think that now we have the addition and we have the multiplication. So two equations we have, two variables we have, so we can solve. Okay, but it is totally a waste of time. Okay, you can just go with the option hit and trial method to save your time in the exam. Okay, all right, perfect. Then let's move to the next one. Okay, here is the next question. Which term of the arithmetic progression 23, 22 and 23, 22 1 by 4, 21 1 by 2, 23, 23 by 4 and 20 is the first negative term? Okay, so first of all, the first term a1 is equal to 23, right? And an should be less than to 0. Clear? So an is what? An is a plus n minus 1 into b. A plus n minus 1 into b. This should be equal to less than 0. So a is 23. A is 23 plus n I don't have and d. D what is this? What is the value of d? Okay, so for d I can do one thing. Just this is an arithmetic progression. It is already given. So just subtract a2 minus a1. That means 22 1 by 4 minus 23. It becomes minus 3 by 4. Okay, so this is minus 3 by 4. It is less than to 0. Yeah. So this is 23 minus 3 by 4 into n minus 1 is less than to 0. So here I can find the value of n. Yeah. Okay. So it becomes 23 is less than to n minus 1, 3 by 4. I can shift, right? It becomes 23 multiplied by 4 by 3 lesser than to n minus 1. Okay. Now 23 multiplied by 4 by 9. It becomes 92 by 3 less than n minus 1. Okay, now I can do what? Okay, I can just shift one here, right? One here, okay. So this becomes 30.6, right? 30.6, it becomes plus less than to n. That means 30.6 plus 1, this is 31.6 less than to n. So number of terms, okay? Number of terms can't be a decimal number, okay? So I can say this is 32. Okay, the 32th term will be the first negative term. Okay, if you want, you can check this also that yes, 32th term is a negative term or not. Okay, and you can check the 31 term also. Okay, so 31st term will be positive. Okay, and 32th term will be negative. Okay, as I write here, 32th term it is negative and 31st term it is positive. Okay, so 32th term will be the first negative term for this question. Okay, alright, this is done. Let's move to the next one. Here is the next question. So the next question is a solid sphere is kept on a planar surface. Okay, so this sphere is kept on the planar surface. Parallel rays of the light are falling on it as shown in the image. Which option correctly represents the shadow cast by the sphere on the plane surface? Okay, so basically they are asking for the image. Yeah, so if light falls from here, okay, if light falls from here, the image will be on the opposite side. right? The image will be on the opposite side. So I can say yes, option A is the right answer. No calculation is there. Just read the question and take the answer. That's it. Okay, now the next one. Here is the next question. What is the sum of the digits in the complete cross number? A cross is first a cube, third number a power of 11, down to a square. Okay, so this question is quite tricky. So A, this should be a cube. Okay, this should be a cube. Okay, so cube or 1, that means I can take 11. Okay, 11 cube is 1331, right? It is 1331. 11 to the power 1 is 11. 11 to the power 2 is 121. Okay, and 11 to the power 3 is 1331, and 11 to the power 4, and this goes like that, right? So what I can write here? Okay, perfect. All right. Let me show you the calculation of this question so you can understand it in a better way. Okay. The first five powers of 11 are this. Okay. So 3 across is this, right? Because I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5-digit number. Okay. So first a power of 11. Okay. So the first 5 powers of 11 is this. So I can write this one, right? I can write this one because this is with 5 digits. So it becomes 1, 4, 6, 4, 1. Okay, and then I can check with the 1 and then I can check with the 2 also. Okay, now in the 2 down it should be a square. Okay, so 2-digit square is what? Okay, and I think it should be 4. Yeah, unit digit should be 4. So 1 square is 1, 2 square, 3, 4. 4 square is 16. This is not 4. 5 square, 6 square is the unit digit is 6. 7 square, 8 square, we have the unit digit as 4. Okay, so it is 64. Correct? This is that. Okay. Now in the one we have a cube, right? We have a cube and this digit should be 4, right? This digit should be 4 in the cube. Okay, this is across. This is across. Okay. Okay. So what I can write here? Okay. So this is the unit digit should be 6. Okay. So in the 5 square it is 125, not applicable. This is 343, not applicable. This is 512, not applicable. This is 729. This is also not applicable. But yes, 6 cube is 216. So 216, yes, the unit digit is 6. So I can write it. Now my index is complete. Correct? So they are asking for the what is the sum of the digits in the complete cross number. So you can add just all these numbers and you will get 20 times. A is the right answer. Correct? Okay. Now the next one. The next question is from cause and effect. Cause and effect. Okay. So let me see that what can be the answer. Okay, so here in each of these questions, two statement 1 and 2 are provided. These may have a cause and effect relationship or may have independent cause or be the effects of independent cause. Read the statement carefully and select the correct option. Okay, so statement 1 is a proper safety measure is planned immediately to avoid any such incident in the future. The injured student have been taken to the nearest city hospital immediately. So I think students, these both the statements can be the effect of the same cause. Okay, because as I can see that this is something accident or something, right? So yes, this is the effect after the accident that the injured student should have been taken to the nearest hospital immediately, and this one, a proper safety measure is planned immediately to avoid such incidents. So these can be both can be the effect of the same cause. All right, the next one. Here is the next question. Geeta said, Anu and I both have cats. Okay, Anu and I both have cats. So the fact two is Anu said, I don't have a cat. So Geeta, first of all, Geeta said that Anu and Geeta both have cats. Right? Anu said, I don't have cat, but Anu saying, I don't have cat. Geeta says, always tells the truth, but Anu sometimes lies. Okay, so if the first three statements are fact, then which of the following statement must be a fact? Okay, so as we can see that Geeta always tells the truth. Okay, then both Anu and Geeta have the cat, right? That means both have cat. But Anu lies sometimes. Okay, so Anu is lying in the statement 3. Okay, so we can say that all the 3 statements are the facts. Okay, that Anu has a cat, Geeta has a cat. Yes, this is the fact, but Anu is lying. Okay, perfect. Now the next question. The next question is which net corresponds to the given cube? Okay, so which net corresponds to the given cube? Okay, so these three should be the faces. Okay, these three should be the faces. So in this, as I can see that this is not right. Clear? Because this should be the middle one. This should be the middle one, but this is not. Okay. So yes, this is the right answer with the net given cube. All right, that's it. Okay, so students, these all questions are for today. Okay, now this paper is done. Okay, now we will meet in the next session with some more interesting questions. As we can see that in this paper, some questions have a very good level of concept, right? So it is my advice to you that we have solved all the questions for one time. Now just try to solve these all questions one more time and just mark the concept where you are using a very good concept. Just mark it with the highlighter. Okay, so that it will be more easy to revise all the things when prior one or day of your exam. Okay, all right, students. So this is all I have for today. Now, students, we will meet in the next session with some more interesting questions. Till then, my dear students, have fun and goodbye.